Title: Professor Puffle vs. The Laws of Matter. Welcome back to Brightville School, home of flying pencils, mysterious smells, and the world's most enthusiastic science teacher, Professor Puffle. If chaos were a sport, he'd be an Olympian. One bright morning, Professor Puffle burst into class carrying 3 jars and one very suspicious balloon. "Students," he shouted, tripping over absolutely nothing. "Today, we explore matter." The class exchanged worried glances. Last time he said that, the fire alarm learned how to scream in Spanish. Puffle proudly held up the first jar. "This, my brilliant learners, is a solid." Inside sat a rock as unamused as a cat in a bathtub. Solids have tightly packed particles, like people squished in an elevator at 8 a.m. Giggles. Next, he raised the second jar filled with water. "And this is a liquid. Particles that slide around like they're at a roller skating party. Keeps its volume, changes shape." More giggles. Then he presented the balloon. "And this graceful fellow represents gas. Particles so far apart they don't talk to each other. Very antisocial. Very floaty." The balloon bopped him on the head, rude, but educational. Just then, the classroom heater made a loud clunk. Everything in the room shivered, including Professor Puffle. Then the chaos began. The rock inside the jar started softening like warm chocolate. The water jar began steaming like it had just read an embarrassing text. And the balloon started expanding, rapidly. "Professor," a student yelped. "It's becoming a blimp." Puffle clapped his hands. "Excellent. A perfect moment to learn about changes in matter." He pointed to the melty rock. "This is a physical change. A solid turning into a liquid. Same substance, just a different form. No personality change, just a costume change." He turned to the steaming water. "Also physical. When a liquid evaporates, it becomes a gas. Still water, just in escape mode." Then he gestured dramatically at the balloon, which was now the size of a beach ball. "And gas expands when heated. This is physical too. Unless it pops, then my feelings will experience a chemical change." The class laughed, slightly nervously. But then the water jar suddenly turned brown with a loud splort. A student whispered, "Professor, did the water just become chocolate milk? Because I do not trust that." Professor Puffle sniffed it, immediately regretted it. Students, this is a chemical change. A totally new substance has formed. Color change, new smell, and probably now illegal to drink." He explained with a proud grin. "In chemical changes, the particles rearrange to make something brand new. In physical changes, the substance stays the same, just looks different." The heater finally settled down, and the classroom returned to something that almost resembled normal. The rock hardened, the balloon deflated, and the brown liquid stayed brown. No volunteers for testing. Not surprising. Professor Puffle bowed theatrically. "So remember, bright minds, matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. It comes in solids, liquids, and gases. Physical changes change the form, not the identity. Chemical changes make something new." The class cheered. They'd survived another one. Just then the brown liquid fizzed ominously. Puffle sighed. "And that is why I don't keep a security deposit." The class burst into laughter as Science Day officially ended. Loud, weird, and unforgettable, just like Professor Puffle. See you next time from StoryLearn.